All right. Okay, everybody. Hello, one and all. How are y'all doing today on this fine Tuesday afternoon? Ah, ah. Anywho, I am your host, Badger Wild, and today we are back once again playing some Space Engineers. Back in the Red Rock Raiders base, we are now. There we go. I have, and that little notion just popped up telling me, hey, here we are. So, here we are today. We're doing the live stream as usual. I finally have something to announce. Something stupid happened. You guys will laugh at me for this. So when I monetized the channel a while back, I thought I had super chats engaged, and I have mentioned y'all can super chat. I just now got to looking later and realized apparently YouTube wants you to manually activate that crap. So it's officially on now. So feel free to laugh at me at my stupidity. Anyway, as we are starting up, I have noticed a small problem with our fleet, and that is we have good bomber type heavy assault style ships. We've got great um we got a good set of these smaller interceptors of the sabers. We don't have, and we've got lots of gunships. We don't have an intermediate fighter. And I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a two-man long range intermediate fighter that we can deploy and get going. If you're wondering what's going on, I am starting to do stuff on this. I didn't realize, I figured this project would be done within like a couple days, and unfortunately, it's not. I've got a welding ship now that is working very good. It's getting this thing built very quickly, but the problem is I'm running into design issues. I'm having to remember how I'm doing things and designing. So the destroyer is going to be temporarily. It's actually no, it's not going to be on hold. It's just as I'm working on the destroyer, I'm going to be doing other things in here. So the first thing is we're going to build like I said, a fighter, and I want to build one that we can take off and go do some long range reconnaissance with. Something that can defend itself properly, probably has two guys on board, and we can load up into a carrier like vessel along with all of our other stuff and go out and go have some fun with. We may build a massive carrier at some point. Something with an internal and external base systems, all that good stuff. But as of right now, like I said, the bounty is on hold at the moment, or at least you guys will just, when we get done, I'll be showing y'all updates on the bounty, showing off how the ship is looking, how it's getting better. As soon as I get some better lighting, I'll have to take some pictures of it and show y'all. Eventually, we'll have to paint this thing and make it look really good. But until then, we're going to work on this multi-role fighter here. Now, I don't have a small bay for a multi-role fighter. Part of that is the design of the base. We're going to have to, at some point, we're going to have to build some type of connecting shipyard. I would like to pull off this and just connect into like a shipyard area where we could build stuff, but that's not going to happen. So, first off, what we're going to do right about here now is we're going to start a cockpit. And there's a very interesting way of doing a cockpit that I really, really want to attempt. And it has to do with this guy, not this one. Why do I only have two cockpits suddenly? What am I? Oh, one large. That's why. I'm going to do this in small block fashion. And it has to do with one of these cockpits. Now, this is going to make a pretty good size fighter, but it's going to make a really interesting one to where the plan is to build a double seat fighter that looks amazing. But at the same time, as we're flying this double seat fighter around, we're going to have access to guns. We're also going to have access to a turret on top. We're going to set the turret to, it can be controlled by a guy, or that guy can then use other systems in place. I also want to put some type of camera system on board that when we fly this thing in, it can do reconnaissance missions. We can actually lock on as it's going to an area. There's a mod that has a camera pod that we can fly by something and we can lock onto it and we can do some serious reconnaissance with it. So this is probably what we're going to be working with here. We're going to be using 2 of these, which is going to make things very, very interesting. Okay, so I don't have everything for that. I am, however, going to, let's see, I do need to put down, I would like to put a landing gear down, but I think we'll try and build this thing out in the open. So we'll do that, do this. Here we are. There's a 1. I have to be careful. And there's a 2. I've been wanting to use the term Warfang for a while, and I think that's what this is going to be. It's going to be our Warfang. We're going to develop it, use a lot of the concepts. It's going to have kind of a mix of cannons and guns. We're going to have 2 guns on either side and a mix of autocannons. So that while we do that, we can have this ship that just flies around, just does some serious damage. It'll be fun. This built up there, and then we'll finish up everything we need with this, and then all components will be successfully gotten. Now what this will do is it'll connect 2 systems together. I think I can probably attach, I think I can attach an oxygen tank maybe to this thing. We're going to see. I want the cannon to be in front and the guns to be on either side so that when we're firing, we've got that punch of an assault of a autocannon hitting, but we have the tracers of miniguns so that we can see what we're shooting and where it's hitting at. So that way we're not missing anything. Let me see about an oxygen tank here. See what that would look like down here at the bottom. And that's, well, that's not going to work because I don't have the range right there. Well, it won't work right there at least. So it may be better off to do a, because we are doing a long range unit, we're going to need, where is that? I know I got one on here. Nope. Nope. There it is. So we got one of these. I got the mentality to, we may store it right here. And there's a reason for that because, and yeah, this is an H2O2 generator. We're going to set up this thing to where the side winglet sections where we're going to have 2 more guns pop up here. And we're going to pull up in a piece of armor to skirt up around it because this thing, like most of the gunships, most of the units that I build, is going to run on a single hydrogen tank for most of its power supply. I have to wonder how ridiculous that's going to become because actually, let's sit here and look at this because one of the things I wanted to put on here, I want to see. Yeah, so how big is that? How big is this? I believe this is 5 blocks. So, with it being 5 blocks, I do want this to be high enough, this gun turret to be high enough on this fighter that it can hit targets and defend it, but I want it to be low enough down that it's low as profile as possible. And this is a nice low profile unit. I do kind of want this gun turret up here or almost flush with this. And then I need to figure out how to put storage in there. So this is the other issue I'm running into at the moment, which that oh God, you run into all kinds of problems with these things. So with the oxygen tank there, I kind of let me show you what my problem is at the moment. What I'm wanting is a way, and I can probably do this. I'm just thinking out loud here at the moment. And it's moving. And this is the problem I was running to. Leps, hey man, how you doing? Wonderful time. Having a wonderful time with a small ship build. It will probably stop moving at some point. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing way better than I was. Just put it like that. So then, okay, probably not back there, but I would like the gun turret to be a little bit more forward. And I'm probably going to use a dual Advanced Destroyer yet? No, we're taking time off of it. It is getting there. So I built this capable welding ship, which is just really economical welding ship right here. And it has helped me get the other nacelle done, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Once I start painting it, it'll look interesting. But if I go down like this, then I'm just showing off the ship right now. If you get down to like this level, I may redesign this nose section at some point if I ever do a machinima, because this is the best ship for like a machinima, just like a bad guy ship that's like circling around looking for targets. But I will probably mess with that later. Now, another thing about this ship is I do want to put in a folding wing system because this is a navy or cruiser. I haven't done a cruiser yet. We've been looking at cruisers, but we haven't done any of them yet. Hey, this is just going to drift, and I don't want it to drift towards the Earth. That's all you got to do. Just stop right there. There we go. Now it's stopped right there. Don't have to worry about it. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is, see, if I put that there, I'm going to run into that issue. It'll make one long ship, which does give long fighter, which will give me a lot of, uh, it'll give me a lot of real estate to work with. The other issue is if I see, I've got it up here. Let me lock one in here so you can see what I'm looking at. That's that right there is about perfect where that is, which means where the um, oxygen tank or the H2O2 generator is, it's just perfectly set in this position right there. So that is the perfect direction for this multi-role long distance fighter. Kind of like what the Architens was supposed to be. That is what I'm trying to build. Something similar to the Architens. So that it flies around and does all its good stuff. It's awesome. Well, that's what we're attempting at the moment. So we're in the design stages of what is basically a major fighter. It's also going to have a little bit of armor on it. Probably do this thing in a twin engine system. And for assault duty, we'll have some fixed assault cannons on there just to volley fire, maybe some missiles. And I mean real missiles. We'll actually have the wings will fold up. What's the small ship going to be? Oh yeah, the small ship. It's going to, like I said, I'm explaining that right now. It's going to be like an Architens, but not the Architens. What is it? It's AC something. AC-130. Star Wars, Clone Wars. I've completely forgotten the name. I don't know why. I've completely forgotten it. The name just escapes me right now. I can't remember what it is. Um, I want to say Arc 150 or Arc 180. It's Arc something. I know that. It's an Arc something. But we're going to be doing something like this. This one turret here is going to be able to whip around and defend the entire ship if I build this correctly. And that's the kicker. I got to make sure I build this correctly. Um, I want this gun to fight and protect the ship, as it's moving, so we have a turreted weapon that assaults and engages. It's something that'll be really easy to build, or really easy to just put out there. And that's the difficulty right here, is figuring out how to design that. I want this double cockpit because I have seen this before on the there's a ship build someone did called the Sprite, I believe is the name of it, and I have loved this cockpit concept ever since. Having one guy in front, one guy in back, and then just flying in and doing your thing. So I believe that's where I want to put this thing at. Oh, hold on. I know exactly what I can do. Because I also want to put this thing like right up on the cockpit as close as I can get it. I could just put an ammo box in there. I didn't think of that. Let me see here. I want to see what the yes. It's a large connectors on the bottom. Perfect. Now, let's see what a medium cargo container is going to cost me here. I'm going to need some things here. But let's see. Okay, we have medium cargo container right here. There is one major issue here. Okay, that's not going to help me at all because it doesn't have it. So I guess we're doing cargo storage some other way. We'll have to store ammo some other way on the ship. But we are going to have one large hydrogen tank. Let me grab some interior plates. Do we have any interior plates? Where's the interior plates? This is where I keep I keep suggesting to Keen, you know, y'all need to put some type of search function in here. So if I want something, I can just type it in and it'll just give me all the boxes that we have, all the cargo storage that has just that particular component. That would make building so much more simpler. Let's go over here. Go to 3. And we have this conveyor junction. Let me figure out where, okay. So we have all this. The only problem I'm going to run into is, and I hate doing this because what I would rather do, because this is going to take up so much space. It's going to take up so much space. I want to do the oxygen tank, but I'm wondering if it's going to be just a little too much. Or the H2O2 generator. It'll give the ship some fight time, or at least some extra flight time at the very least. But it is going to become an issue because I'm not going to be able to, like, it's going to cause problems because with this giant junction here, but I need the big connector somewhere. If you catch my drift, if you see where I'm going here, I need a big connector. The problem is I could connect a, let's see, just show y'all what I'm running into. I can shove this right up next to it. The issue I'm going to run into is this is like a 5 block by 5 block, a 5 by 5, and the turret that I'm wanting to put on here is also a 5 by 5. So the problem that I'm now running into is how do I install a turret onto a build and save that space? And I'm not seeing a way to do it. And it's irritating me right now. Okay, we got dogs trying to hop on here. Let's see if we can get dog in here. Maybe he can help us out with it. Because that's what I'm running into at the moment.
What's up, buddy?
Nothing. Scratching, like, trying to blow my brains out, trying to put this stupid thing together. Trying to build
I
a
got something.
trying to build a long range multi-role craft, and I want to put a turret on top of it, and I can't figure out how to get the turret on. This particular cockpit that I'm working on is always given me a fit, and I've never actually been able to use it because design wise, it creates a whole lot of issues.
All right. Let's see. F10.
See, I've got another connector here. I know this thing has like 2 or 3 connectors on it.
I got something to show you.
Okay.
So I was watching Generation Tech, a YouTube channel, and they showed
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen them. I like that channel. I like
well,
those
the
guys.
new season of Andor has a prototype. I want to say Adventure uh, TIE fighter,
A TIE
and it's
fighter?
longer than all the other TIE fighters. And I was like, huh.
Hmm.
So I started doing this
Oh.
behind you.
Oh, let me see. Where is it?
This is about as far as behind you.
I'm okay. Maybe I'm dumb. I'm not seeing. Oh wait, I see it now. Oh, get this out of the way. That's actually pretty cool.
And I'm waiting on a new update so I can use the micro oxygen tanks.
Oh yeah. Huh.
They
Well
just
now.
did a teaser for it on the Space Engineers page,
Yeah,
and
now I
they're
don't want to do what I
teasing.
was
They're
gonna
also
do.
teasing a Prototech reactor.
Hmm.
At least that's what people are talking about. And I was like, oh, those kids are just.
We gotta start trying to snag some prototech, like whatever we can friggin' get. Just get it. Actually,
No, I just thought this was my attempt at a tie bulk, or at least the front of it.
yeah.
I wanted to see what you thought of it because I was working on it probably 2 days ago. In creative, yeah, just like I saw the body of it and how it's longer. And I was like, ooh, I could do that on Space Engineers and fit a lot of shit in there.
Yeah, you've snugged it in there pretty tight. Like if this was Space Engineers 2, you could probably get it even. You could pull that. Ah, you could
And they're
probably
gonna
pull that
have
thing.
guns that work.
Yeah, you could pull that sucker in a little closer if it was Space Engineers 2. That's the one thing about that
I
build system on there, man. I've got to get back in there and do some stuff on that eventually. So I keep having great ideas, but I just never have the time to get on it now.
Oh, I just posted something cool in the Helldivers Discord I saw on YouTube. There's this new there's a German arms manufacturer called Hera,
Hmm.
and they did this really cool brace and stock and 15-inch bear, or I think I forget what it is, but it just looks sci-fi as everything. It looked like it would
Is that
fit
the
in
grenade
Helldivers.
launcher?
No, it's an AR-15, but also it comes in 300 blackout. And I was like, ooh, a 30 cal rifle, and
For those that are
uh,
wondering, the gun I'm talking about, Barrett built a bolter in 40 millimeter.
oh, I saw that. I put that on there too.
I'm sitting there and like, I need one of these. I need a smoke variant. So I just
Yeah,
CS
I've been
gas a
putting
neighborhood.
guns in the Helldivers Discord saying, ooh, this would look cool in the game. Ooh, this would look cool in the game.
See. We've got flyers and we've got anti-air units that are enemies. I don't see why we don't have something like a Hornet.
Or
Well, like Pelican 1 drops in just a purely atmospheric gunship. And then as you're flying, you end up becoming like the rocket units will try to take you out. And it would be hard to fly that thing with the automatons. The bugs would be a blast to shoot with it. Just put them.
or a turret that's an 88 platform.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it'd be cool if we had like you've seen like the Wasp on Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need something like that. We need like I like the whole driving that thing, but I'd love to have like a low flying gunship that we could fly around and engage stuff with. That
Is
would
the
be a fun
window
thing to
for
do.
is the screen too small?
Mm-mm.
I mean,
Nah,
for the characters.
nah. I say what you need. Pull this back just slightly. Run you conveyor system going to each end. couple hinges to give it that sleeker look, and slap a hydrogen tank on the back of it, some gyros and some power. Put
I was thinking of you straight up cheating and using a Prototech engine.
Yeah, we might could do that. What I'm saying is, if you wanted to build something, we could probably put in the workshop now if you wanted. You
Yeah.
could do the side. You see the thrusters on each side. You seen how I did the what is it? You see how this is done down here with the
Yeah.
multi thrusters going all directions. Two of
Oh yeah,
those,
I've made utility craft like that before.
yeah, two of those going each direction, and then just having two thrusters going out each side. Then that gives you two hydrogen thrusters on each end. Then just lop a giant hydrogen thruster on the back, and you just punch that dude and go like high speed. That would be a
The
TIE
other
fighter.
thing I thought about this cockpit, not that I want to do it because I was going to do a fighter, but I was like, you know, like if I made it bigger and put two seats in there and really big, I could do the Millennium Falcon. I was like,
Yeah, you could. The one thing about this over Space Engineers 2, which I mean once they get Space Engineers 2 to multiplayer and we can fight each other, that's going to go nuts. Some of the
oh, it's
crap
going
they've
to
been
take off like a
Oh
missile
man,
rocket. For sure.
multiplayer is what they need to figure out now. If they figure out multiplayer, then people have more of a reason to get in and play it. Just multiplayer and some Gatling guns. That's what we need right now. So we can
I
start
made
figuring out the fighting mechanics. And then we need some small block energy systems that have enough energy to keep everything going.
way back when with the cockpit setup you got right there. I did an F-14 Tomcat.
Yeah, I know. I was wanting to do something. I've always wanted to use this type of cockpit, but it's so dang hard.
I've never had an issue with it. I thought it
I
was
have
easy.
all kinds of build issues with it. Of course, it's probably the style that I build things in, more than
Well, you're
likely.
looking like my broadsword. Just plumbed as easy. Just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, I know. What I'm trying to do is I want this gun turret to be just. So I got the new gun turret, and if it peaks just over the top, it'll look impressive. Yeah, I want it to be there's a certain look I'm going for. I want something sleek that can go long distances. Look like it can thread the eye of a needle or something like that. And that's what the problem I'm running into. What I would love is if Keen put out some type of 2 by 2 by 1 block hydrogen system or something like that. I guess we'll go with the same option. We'll just store a couple oxygen bottles inside this thing and hope for the best. Not to have a
Well,
backup.
like I said, the
We'll have to.
new update should be interesting, and they're putting out teasers for it, so it's probably going to happen next month, or maybe this month.
That'd be nice. Let me see
Well, I
here.
mean, if you're putting out teasers for it, then don't put it out. What's the point of a teaser, right?
Yeah, I've got an idea here. Let me play with the old converter block. Let's see if I can get the old converter block to work.
What level are you in Helldivers?
Uh, let me think about that.
I just hit 127.
Oh, you hit 127?
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm not gonna say. Well, I think I want to say like 75.
Yeah.
Or is this like? Of course, y'all are hitting the times y'all are getting on right now. I haven't been able to get on when you get on. Then, like y'all just hit like the heavy stuff and start tearing through like the big missions. Of course, that one mission that we did with all the Bile Titans and the Gloom, I wish I had recorded that. God, that was
Oh.
internet gold right there. For those who are wondering, those of you out there wondering, we literally ran into about 15. I killed 15 Bile Titans in that one match by myself. Dog was taking out Bile Titans. We were Bile Titan masters when that was over with. We were freaking out, but we mopped some Bile Titans before it was over with. They
Oh,
had
like,
no
okay,
chance.
that's another Bile Titan. All
Yeah,
right,
we got
here we
yeah,
go.
first deal, we take out 2 Bile Titans and an Impaler, and we're at like a rest point. We're getting ready to go, and I look up, and there's a Bile Titan. I just clicked on it and said, "Hey guys, check this out." Just marked it. Everyone goes, there's another Bile Titan. It's like at that point, and
It's
then
like,
the worst of it was we have been doing that. It was like a 3 mission run, and we done the first 2 missions and hadn't run to a single Bile Titan, and then they all just dropped on that one map. The last
really,
run, all they came out.
it was like we talk about all or nothing.
Oh yeah, I might have an idea here.
The Bile Titan ship, but
No, I've got an idea for this.
how did they just get killed in an industrial accident?
What do you mean?
I went into your welder and I got out. I was killed in an industrial accident.
Okay, I don't know how that happened.
I'm not complaining. I'm going, what the F? I don't think I had anything on me. It's just like, huh? Is your
Oh,
welder on?
I was working on this one point. I was working on the bounty and moved too fast backwards and caught
Oh, the welding.
a
That's what happened. I hit the prongs. Never mind.
I caught a I may have to raise that just slightly. That's annoying. But no,
Oh
I
no!
caught the I was moving backwards and just setting blocks on, and I got going too fast, and I set one and it had the same inertia that I had, and I stopped. I was like, oh, I need to get rid of that. So I stopped to get my grinder, and it just smacks me right in the face and killed me. And I was like, well, that's over. There's nothing I can do about that right now. Let's see if we can take this just a little bit higher. This did. If I could put extra stuff on here, I would do it.
I got an idea for you. Where's it?
Okay. That should attach there. That one should attach there. And then where's the cargo unit, which we're going to use just a medium amount of cargo just so I can carry a lot of ammo. And then I need to know where I can put this gun, which is going to be fun right here. There we go. There, that's better. That's better. That thing sits up there and it just sits nicely. And I think...
What about something like this?
What am I looking at?
Oh, just a different cockpit setup.
No, because I still have the same problem I'm running into, which is that one small connector I got to connect into.
Oh, like you can do also do something like this. Where's it at? 1, 8. This idea is, you said you had trouble with that, so I was like, well, if you have trouble with it, don't use it.
Hmm.
Just ideas I've done and used. I'm not telling you how to do it. You said you're struggling, so I'm trying to be helpful.
That's the problem. Now you got me thinking of a new way of doing this, and I'm really mad now. Just because now I got this idea for a new idea, and it would look really freaky. It'd be a freaky looking fighter. Ah.
Oh, I'm not trying to talk you into or out of anything. I'm just like, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. This help. This help. This help.
No, no, what happened is I've now got the option for a different type of fighter.
What I like about a double cockpit setup is you have now can do 2 custom turrets. It's like, well, like on one of my gunships, I have four because I have four cockpits.
Yeah, I could run two. I could run a double barrel machine gun instead of just one.
Uh,
Hmm.
or double barreled K-Man and this, that, and the other.
Okay, we're gonna have to redo this entirely.
Oh, but like if you want to do an F-14, I can do. I'll help you do an
I was
F-14.
I was wanting to do that, but now you did that, and I got this whole new inspiration, which may get me something way cooler. Was it?
I've got
Huh,
admin tools on.
where'd it go?
I clicked it off. I just admin it
Ah,
out.
jeez.
I was like, we're gonna spitball. The spitball. Shit.
Okay,
Here you
hang on
go.
a minute.
Here you go.
Where's it?
Behind you.
Oh, okay. Let me see something here. I don't know about the oxygen tank, but I got this other idea. Hmm.
I just figure for you can build a printer and print it off or whatever. But like when you're just doing like fighter concepts, doing it by
That's
hand's getting old.
that's not it. It's you did that and it got me a whole new option that I had not thought about doing.
What is the new option?
I'm figuring that out right now.
Ah,
Just give me a minute. Let me figure out how I can do this. Need to look at the old interceptor that I did. Did I? Yeah, I just connected that right up to it. Okay. This is actually better. Hang on a minute. Let me see what I can do here. We'll slap in. We'll go straight with the hydrogen tank.
ew, I don't like that. Okay.
Hold
You
on,
keep
hold
going.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. It'll get somewhere, trust me.
Oh, I'm gonna get rid of this. Try
That
to.
man, we're gonna put in the okay, I gotta figure out how to put this in. How am I gonna do that?
Delete my little cockpit by block.
Let's put the H2O2 generator here.
Okay, I've got a question. Why do
Yeah.
you need it?
Long range uh, mission reconnaissance and things like that.
So are you gonna be able to mine so it can convert, or you just need stuff to hold oxygen and hydrogen? 'Cause I read like the only thing I did on this one for the broadsword is I put them on the front so I could like can mine ice.
If
If
you
you
when you see what I'm doing here, you'll understand where I'm coming from.
okay, I'm just saying the only reason to put a H2O processor or space fighter is if you're gonna mine, in my opinion. Emergency mining of ice, so you
Well,
can
this will be
refuel
like
by.
it'll be like a long range.
Well, see, the reason I asked that because I'd rather have if it's long range, more fuel storage and more an oxygen tank
Well,
seems
I'm
like a
probably
better
gonna put some ion thrusters on this just to give it some more range. So we'll just run off the ion thrusting or ion thrusters to an extent. I'm trying to see if I can get a connection up there, and then I can run some stuff in the middle of this thing. Kicker's going to be skinning it, and that's going to be interesting to figure out how the guns and everything go on this. put a connector there. Let me see. Add a
Using
multi
the magic welder.
connector there. There. And I need something here. Is that going to be... It should be long enough. Alright, come on. Where is it? Where is it?
Oops, I bumped it.
It's alright.
Please
It
don't
ain't floating
touch.
off. It ain't floating off yet. It'll be fine. Trying to maximize everything. All of my storage or space here. Unable to place that. Why? Oh, I see what I did wrong there.
Yeah, that's not a conveyor collar. You don't even.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just
Right here.
let me just remove these real quick. Oh boy.
Oh, it's between the H2O and hydrogen tank. You put the wrong thing in there. Or face
No.
the H2O wrong.
No, I got it. It's I want it right there. Hang on. I'll show you here in a minute. Let me charge back up.
All right, I got it. All right.
Let me work some magic here, see if I can get it all to work like I want it. The other kicker is going to be figuring out how to put a connector on it. Of course, I may do what I did with the Saber and go that route. Okay. Let's see. Let me no, not that. Did you do something?
Yeah, you had the
No.
the small connector to the big connector.
No.
And it wasn't
I
actually
wanted
plumbed. But if you do it this way, it's not plumbed.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. I'll put a different one in. Let me just cut this out. I'll put a different one in.
I don't know why not just put it directly to it.
I need the connector. That's what I need it for.
You need the porting.
Yeah. I need the porting. That's what I'm trying to get on it. Let me I need the port on top is what I'm saying.
Yeah, then you got to turn around your
Yeah. That's what I'll have to do. I'll just have to turn it around. If I do that.
That's what I did. And I was like,
Hold on. Hang on a minute. Pop that off for just a second. Let me look at something. Let's see how long this is.
That's what she said. Be back. I gotta go. Not die. How do you turn your welders off? Oh, there we go. Turn them off. That way that we don't get zapped. You get out.
Keep running into the same issue.
What's your issue?
Well, the issue is that one thing. Okay, let me grab the hydrogen tank again.
I've got an idea.
Plumb that there. Hold on. This may actually work. Just let me run this through real quick and see if I can make this work.
What about
right
putting
there.
the H2O behind the cockpit, and you can do the converter plate, then the hydrogen tank.
Hang on. I think I got it. Right, that'll work now. I just need a temp block in the middle here. Where is that cockpit at? Number 5. Okay, I got the tent block in the wrong spot. Hold up now. Excuse me. I see something here. I need one more block down there. I need one more temporary block. Nope, I need this block. So I can thoroughly latch this thing on here. This'll be interesting if it works. There we go. Put that cockpit there. And then if
Kind of reminds
we...
me of my bomber that's floating over there out of power.
I should be able... This thing does have forward... Oh, it doesn't. Oh, that just screws everything up.
What's up?
Okay, so this thing doesn't have... The turret I'm using doesn't have a forward port. Why, Keen?
You'd use the old turret.
Yeah, but it won't be as cool looking.
Do a custom turret then. I don't know.
Well, that's a bummer.
Speaking of bomber and bomber, I gotta go fix this real quick.
Okay. So what I'm wanting here, folks, is this. I'm wanting this particular turret, but we don't have the forward connector that this turret has. Now, what this turret, because it looks cooler. Well then, that's annoying.
Too much?
God, that is such an irritant. Why? Well, I'll tell you what this does mean. It does mean I don't have to worry about this other crap here.
Inventory full.
So I can just grab some of the stuff, throw it back in, and we can try some different things. Since that's not going to matter.
Where you at? Oh, there you go, over here.
Yeah, I'm just tearing this off here because if I can't use that top connector, then I don't need to worry about that. I think I might could sleek this down a little bit more.
Well, this has been built and sitting over there for a while. I don't know how much, if you ever really looked at it.
Oh yeah. What you got in the center of that? Oh, frick. That's that one block, isn't it?
Modular container.
Yeah, it's the modular cargo container. I completely forgot that that thing existed.
You want to talk about long range? I've got 4 big tanks, guns, bombs, rocket launcher. I know you didn't build it, but
No, I didn't realize that I forgot about that thing. That makes the other build usable.
Inventory full.
Frick. This is a nightmare. Welcome to Space Engineers, folks. The joys of building something and getting it wrong like multiple times.
Well, like on this one, you look down here.
It's like waves on a beach. Each one's going further. We're getting there. With each run, we're getting there. Eventually, we're gonna fill a pool up on the other side, but it's like waves on the beach right now. It's cool.
Oh, look on the bottom of this thing, Badger. I don't know if you remember looking at the bottom.
Oh yeah, you got the insect connector and everything on it.
Well, no, I meant the triple rocket launch.
Where's that at? Where do you have the triple rockets on this thing at?
Right where the camera is.
Oh. So you're gonna Y-wing this thing in there, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit. But like, yeah, you when you first saw that, it was like a month ago. You said, "Well, we need a salvo script." And I was like, "Heck no! I want them all fired."
Well, I mean, then you would just blast damage because it's one of the things about the rockets. The rockets are great splash damage things. You
Or
hit
it's a
you
bomber.
hit
You're
an
supposed to
area.
go bomb away.
Yeah, but like if we took something like that and flew over a ship, like a Factorum ship with it, you'd probably take most of the freaking guns off of it in one strafing run.
Well, that's the idea.
Yeah.
It bombs away.
It's a great idea. I'm not denying it's an awesome idea.
Just boom, 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 boom. Gonna put a rocket launcher up here since I'm gonna have lots of rocket ammo and get a gun turret behind it, and just. And I've got quad auto cannons right here. Yeah. I mean, like I said, this is my long range bomber because it's got 4 fuel tanks.
And access is denied to me for some reason, and I can't build on this. Suddenly I can't build. What the frick?
And
Let me see if
what
I got
can't
the
you build
parts.
on?
I may not have all the parts. That may be the problem. Ah, there we go. I didn't have the parts. Problem solved. Problem solved.
I was like,
Yeah, it just stopped me.
Energy low.
It was like, yeah, you're not gonna. I'm not going any further with that. Okay. Hmm.
no, but that's my bomber. That's a bomber.
Let me see here.
Well, this the only time I've ever
What was I
used a
gonna
rocket
do?
turret because they're so expensive. But if I'm gonna have a rocket bomber and it fit on top of the modular container, I was like, oh shit. And it covered up and just, I don't know. Well, like, come here real quick, would you?
We got.
All right, let's see. That's the oxygen tank back here at the back.
Yeah.
Into the modular container. Then I think I have a regular container. Forget. Yeah, just and I blocked around it. There's not a lot of blocks here. A lot of them are big blocks.
What you need is some side panel armor.
Uh, yeah, I thought about it, but I like the sleek, round look.
Yeah. Could do a custom side armor though.
But yeah. And the gunner sits back here, and he can control this gun.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also the bombardier.
No, sweet.
He has the bomb sight camera, which I labeled this as the bomb sight. Because it's dead center of the 3 of them, but it just, once you get over a target, you just hit fire and do, 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 do.
Huh.
First bomber I ever really made.
Energy critical.
Crap, I'm about to lose my energy again.
And jump in the cockpit. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm over in the welder ship.
Oh. I had to throw a battery on this because I hadn't played so long they ran out of power.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of things we had floating around that have run out of, that might be running low on power at the moment.
Mm.
Let me see here.
Thought about trying to throw my a couple blueprints at Grexy on him. He said he's working on a gunship. I was like, or a gunboat rather. I said I got just thinking I have two good gunboats. Got the Morning Star and the Messer. Messer's got those four custom turrets.
Hmm.
When do you have to go back to work, or do you?
I'll have to go back to work sometime after 2 if we decide to. It may start raining and I may get knocked out of work today. If that's the
It's
case,
1:48. That's why I asked you.
if that's the case, I'll just stay on here until till time to get my kid. We'll have a nice long live stream since I missed a few of them. Let me think here.
I got an idea. You mind if I work on it?
Yeah, if you want to go work on something, you can. I'm just
No,
looking at
I
this
said
thing
you mind if
figuring
I
out.
work on what you're working on.
Yeah, you can. I'm not even sure if
Okay.
we're going to use this particular model or not. Uh, let me think here. How many small? That's the problem. Small hydrogen tank is just such an odd thing to install on something. Let me think here. May not even go with a turret. May just go with like a traditional shoot and scoot fighter. Or, hmm.
See what I just did?
Oh, I'm thinking about. Let's slap a hydrogen tank on the back. See what that kind of looks like. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That keeps the hydrogen tank kind of low.
That's the oxygen tank, but yeah.
No, no, no. You can slap a hydrogen tank on there, and you'll what in God's
I was
name?
gonna do two hydrogen tanks.
Nah, I think one will be enough. Cause I plan on putting 2
I
ion
was gonna
thrusters
do
on it.
the. I thought we were doing like some F-14 looking thing.
Yeah,
Oh, I was gonna
I
separate
can
it like
put
the broad.
I can put one large ion thruster on it, and then we'll have 2 large hydrogen thrusters. And it'll still have the power to get itself from point A to point B. It'll be a little longer
I
fighter is
just
all it's going to
figured
be.
tuck it under here and taper this back, and you get the sleekness of the top here we're looking for.
Yeah,
Also the visibility.
yeah. See, what I think I'm going to do is we're going to put. I'm either going to put, as I'm kind of going to throw the turret out because the turret is going to be too much to add in. I think. I
Unless
think
you
what I'm
did
going to
way
do.
like unless you do wing turrets like I did on my broadsword. That
Well,
worked out well.
I think I'm going to put 2 twin or 2 quad machine gun turrets on either side, or 2 quad machine guns on each side by the deal, and then probably mount 2 assault cannons on the nose. And that way, when it comes in, it has the firepower to really threaten something, like hit it hard and fast. But I still got the firepower to take care of the other problems. And then I'll probably use, because I plan on putting. There's a camera that I'm wanting to put on this thing that requires a script. And if I put that on there, then the guy in the back can access the camera and use it to launch player made missiles off.
Mm.
and also it doubles as a scout camera. It's like the pod camera that you see on the the FA-18 every so often.
Yeah. Yeah, I put like a. You look at my like a broadsword over here and there, or even a bomber. I always do this. Sloped window with a camera behind it and nose.
How do I not have enough for that?
I got enough for it. Oh, I bumped into it too. That sucks.
Okay, that can be fixed. Hang on. Just don't want it moving.
I can fix that.
Hang on, just let it hit me. Fuck.
There you go.
Okay, all right. Let's see what we got
That's
here.
the easy way to stop it. Cut and paste. Stay.
Yeah, let's mount a gun or two on it. See how the guns are going to look. Where's my guns? Guns. There we are. 7.
I was wondering about like deployable rocket pods that were like kept up in the wings on hinges, just swing down and.
Psycho in me now suddenly saw we have rail guns, and now I'm like, maybe a rail gun?
That's not a horrible idea.
Rail guns? Maybe. Actually,
Or 2 railguns.
frick, we could do that. Hold on.
And railguns in the front. Well, watch this.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I have a great idea. Let's put the rail guns right there. Rail guns. 2 of them.
Oh.
Then I can mount a
I was
double gun
thinking,
in the front. I can just mount like 6 guns in the front of this thing, or 3 guns in the front, miniguns. And then we fly in there. We can just blast them with this thing, and then I can skeletonize this thing a bit more and make it look more mean. Kicker's going to be the thrusters. That's the one thing that's going to be really difficult to put in or modify into this thing, but I think it can be done. Let me see. What about a let's see, number 2?
well, something like that instead. Look at the front.
Oh, good God. I want to do that, but then I'm not going to have like the look I'm wanting. It's going to look
Oh,
real. Yeah, I'm going to try and do some. We're also going to do some wing mods with the hinges. I'm going to do some stuff with the wings,
well,
make
I was
them
just
look
thinking
wicked.
putting the railguns close together and firing them together packs more of a punch.
Yeah, not going to lie. That would be good. Let me see here.
I'll take them off.
The other problem we're going to have real fast is where do I mount all of the thrusters?
I'm good at hiding those.
Well, it's not hiding them. It's I've got to figure out where to place them. That's the
Well,
kicker.
same thing. You place them and hide them so they don't get shot out. But you go over to one of my fighters, you can barely find the thrusters.
Something there.
I try to hide them
And
so they don't get shot.
see, I'm trying to make this look like a mean pirate fighter because I've gotten this kick I'm going on right now of I want this thing to look as vicious as possible. Oh wait, I need some stuff for that. Hang on.
So if you're not gonna do custom turrets, what's the second cockpit for? Or is it just a look?
One, I can just carry a couple guys. What in the world?
Got a jump seat.
There. I got what I needed.
What's that?
It's gonna be this. I don't know. I think I probably could mount the. Well, the problem with putting the turret on there is it's only got connections for the sides. Yeah.
You got these. You got these double bottom ports that are back to back. Would you be upset if I took off the front cockpit and spacered it?
Hold off on that. Let me get some. I need
No,
some. I just need some materials here. I'm just doing something on the back. I guess if you want to try.
no. Like, here's what I was talking about. Let's see if I can get to spin. You know, using one of
Again,
these where you.
hold on. I'm running through some stuff right now, trying to find interior plates.
No, like put that one between there, and then you got space. You got the connections, and it spaces those two connectors apart instead of back to back, because everything tends to be not even but odd, as in numbers of blocks that works better. It's always like if you land on an even number, it doesn't seem to plumb right. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like either 3, 5, 7, whatever length it's. It seems like odd spacing instead of even spacing on length and width and all this does a better job.
Hmm.
That's why I was just thinking of spacing it out. That way it makes it easier to plumb and just using your spacer.
Right, so that's the
Energy
forward
low.
thrusters going. Well, the front I can plumb up guns on the front easy. It's just going to take a bit of refinagling. I may mod the front guns to where I may mod those rail guns on the side, space them out just a bit more so that I can get some connection points I need. And I might still get the gun turret I want on top. And then I may
Oh,
attach. I see what I'm doing is I'm going to. Whoops, I won't do that. I may spread those out a bit, add a armor connector in the middle, and then I have hinge connections for my wing hinges.
yeah. Then you start to have subgrid issues, but it still looks cool though.
Or I can run about 4 connectors going through there, and I'll have 4 small thrusters going up and down, and that's all my up and down
Well,
thrust.
how's that look to you? Because I didn't mess with yours.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, if you want.
No, that's not what I asked you. I said, "How's it? Is that an idea you like?" Because sometimes you want to see it before you say. You know, if you don't want to say, you're not gonna hurt my feelings,
No,
dude.
it does what I'm trying to do with this thing. It makes it more skeletal looking. Like when we get this thing done, it'll be good. I'll probably put this on the shop. See if I take these railguns here. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut these off and I'm gonna show you 2 design ideas and tell me what you think about them.
Okay. We may not get some done, but we're gonna have an idea test uh little video.
Oh yeah. We may get close to finishing this thing actually. railguns. Where's my railguns? Okay. All right, what do you think of that?
A second. I want to finish this real quick. Okay. What are we
Also,
talking about?
chat. Tell me what y'all think of that. So I've got one that's overslung that's kind of even with the entire deal. Then I got the other one that's underslung a little bit. So it's like an undermounted railgun. And I'm half wondering if I shouldn't just. Oh wait.
What about just rotating them 90 degrees and having on them on this plane? Or they're like wings, and then in line with the central axis of the tank. That'd look tight.
I've got a better idea.
Very well.
Um,
Those happen.
we'll still get them underslung, but oh, that is a good idea. I can underslung them underneath, and I'll still have room in the back for extra thrusters in the back end that I can connect right up to the hydrogen tank, but not connect them, or the not the hydrogen tank, but connect them right up to the main hydrogen thrusters, and then they will, and I can pull them forward just a bit. Ooh, that would look mean. That would look really mean. I'm gonna do that. Give me a sec here. It might make everything really fragile too, but screw it. We're going for cool factor because we need the cool factor. All right, that'll give me 3 thrusters on each side.
Oh, that's too fat. Oh, that's too fat. I don't want that. Oh, that's interesting.
Like I said, you can come up with some pretty interesting stuff. That gives me 4 thrusters in each direction. And I'll wait on that because I don't know how I'm going to do those forward thrusters.
I forgot that how much longer that is.
I
Yeah, the
think I'm going to,
modular container is 7 blocks long, and the tank's 5.
yeah. I want to say it's almost 6. No, it's more than that.
It's 7 blocks long. Cause
Yeah. That's it. Because I sat there for a minute. I thought, no, because that connector is 3 blocks long. So that means it's got 4 on each. It's got 2 on each side. That'd be 4. Let's see. That looks very vulture-like.
Yeah, it does. Very piratey vulture like even.
Mm-hmm. Kicker's going to be power supply, and so we'll knock you out with the rail guns, and then I need enough power to keep the whole ship in the air. Oh
Also,
boy.
need some reactors to recharge your batteries, or you're just gonna eat your batteries.
Yeah. I don't know. May put assault cannons on it.
Now, if you're gonna run railguns, you need nuclear reactors. Otherwise, you're just gonna drain your batteries, your ship, and you're gonna be dead in the water.
Yeah.
That's almost like a hard and fast rule with railguns. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Looks like talons coming off of a bird of prey or something. Huh. Now the other issue.
That's the wrong direction.
Come on now. I've got something here that'll work. Where is it? What a frick. I was sitting here thinking and I just forgot what I was looking for. Connector. That's what it is. Let's see. Which one do I want to use? Do we want to use the regular connector or do we want to use the inset connector? Inset connector is going to be too blocky. This does mean I'm going to have to put some type of elevated connector system on there.
Or I could use the one, the little bitty connector, the 1x1. I don't know
Yeah,
if you considered the
could do that.
docking with those is the pain in the butt.
Yeah, we could use the little bitty one. That connector isn't out yet, unfortunately. Plus, also this big one, I can load more ammunition into it. That is the one advantage of the big one.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh boy.
But
I'm just looking at what you're doing. It looks great. Put a third one in the middle of it. Put a third
no,
thruster
no,
on
no,
there.
no. I'm doing.
And you're going
I'm
to be
straight up
playing
doing F-14 vibes.
if you put a third thruster in the middle of those, you're going to be playing Freebird every time you hit the thruster on that thing. It's going to be like goodbye.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. This thing's going to be fun when I get it figured out because the wings are going to look
Look at what I
awesome on it.
just did.
What'd you do? Oh, it's a
What do you
nuclear
see in the
reactor.
middle?
Nuclear reactor.
Yeah, a large one.
How much power does a nuclear reactor generate?
I don't remember, but thought I was gonna run uh, quad rail gun, so I thought, trying to figure out where to put all the little things on it. I was like, I got a 3x3 space right here. Huh. And I
Let's see
could
here.
stagger fire in pairs and just an idea I'm playing with.
Hold on, folks.
Energy low.
What's up?
And unfortunately, folks, that is all the time I've got today. Apparently, I'm going to work after all. Honestly, folks, if I had the choice, I'd stay here and play games with y'all all day long. But unfortunately, we have this thing called work and money and bills. And that is the major problem that I have in life at the moment. Let's see. Least I want to do is see what this Gatling gun idea I have will look like. We got one there. We'll have. I could put another one there.
So, what do you think about the directionality that I'm going?
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Where's the railgun going to go?
Well, I was getting the main body. I haven't done the wings yet.
Okay. I may swap
And
out
also
the
got all the space
railguns.
underneath the chin.
I may swap out the railguns for assault cannons. I'm not sure.
The thing I like about railguns is the ammo does not take up hardly any space. You can get like, I think it's like 11 or 7 or I forget how many in a small 1x1 cargo container.
Hmm. The problem there is you got to get is not the size of the ammo. The problem is the power consumption.
Oh, I've got the power consumption handled.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
another. I
If you
said,
chain fire them things, it'd be wicked. I may just put quad assault cannons on this thing on each side.
but
Energy critical.
no, you said like an F-14. I was like, got that in my head. And I was like, I got
Well,
this
I don't
down.
know. I don't know how I'm gonna make it work. That's the thing. A lot of times I build
No, I
stuff.
just we were well, like right here, the spacer between the cockpits.
I like
I was
that.
like, I can jam in some stuff right there, like
In fact, I may install one of those into this cockpit system and work from there. Because you know how I am. I like to build my stuff lightweight. That it's
oh,
in
this
my
is
opinion, it's
what you build
faster.
is not going to be lightweight.
It's quicker. In my opinion, it's quicker to just be fast. Just better to be fast and quick.
Well, you also said long range, so to me, like my approach to long range is a lot of fuel storage.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to do long range, you could ditch out the fuel tanks and do batteries and solar panel wings.
See, what I don't know what I'll do is how I'll do the main guns. The secondary armament, which will be the cannons, not the big cannons, but the regular cannons. I don't know if I want to set them in the side there, and I'll have to figure out how I'm going to build those up.
I
because
wish the rockets weren't so nerfed in this game.
I wish they had a range. See, one
That's
thing
why they're
is,
nerfed.
yeah, one thing is I could build a dual gun on the front like I did here. And I could also probably add some rockets as well on it just to make this thing look a little more mean. That way I'd have a few rockets and then we'd have twin barrel assault cannons. Every time I swing around, I can just just pop with those and
I
just hit them
wonder
in
if
a.
in SC2 if they're going to change some of the ranges to make up for like actual physics in space
Well,
versus.
the
It's
rockets,
just,
I don't see the reason for the range on the rockets except maybe on planet and then maybe why we got the range set to where it is. Also, the
well, what I'm going to say is
unlike
different ranges for different environments.
well, it's also the other thing also is it's got the rockets have a lot of animation to them. They have a missile streak that goes behind them. You have a projectile that flies through the air with a small rocket engine. Almost anything else, it's just a either a burst or a type of burst effect, and that's what's going out. The rockets, you have to have like a smoke trail, so it probably pulls a bit. That is one of those things you have to worry about. I've been messing around. For those that are wondering, I've been messing around with Unreal, so I've learned a lot, and I mean a lot, about how the system works. What I'm saying is, it could just I think I'm going to go with the assault cannons because I can use less power. I can balance it a little bit more with that, and I still have the firepower to really threaten something. I may not even put
Although
missiles on
the
it
thing about
or
assault
rockets.
cannons is they have the largest ammo for small grid.
Yeah, and then I may do something fun with the wings. Um, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I may try to set up to where I can load up some player-made missiles, so the guy in the back can launch a player-made missile at a target, and we don't have to worry about it. Or, ooh, here's an idea. What if instead of another like two guns in the front, I just mounted a turret. And then the guy in the back, while we're flying towards the target, if he's fired off missiles, well, the missiles are gone. If we have to, we can just lob the. He can hop into the turret, and then I can put a nice little nose on the front of it, and I can hook that entire turret in there to where it'll look nice. Then it looks more like a
Are you
vulture.
trying to go like for the something like I have on top of my broadsword, but a single tank or a single line of tanks?
Mm, just a single tank, probably.
How's that long range though? I mean, if you want to ditch long range, that's fine.
Oh, because I have an ion thruster in the back.
Okay, so it's
Yeah,
mostly thruster.
I can kill
That's
off.
totally
I can
fair.
kill the hydrogen and just super cruise on the ion thruster.
Yeah, well, like, or you could have ion thrusters and then flip on the hydrogen thruster for combat mode.
Yeah,
You could just have one major. You could have everything ion and just one combat thruster in the rear.
yeah. Let me test something here before I go.
Because it is space. So,
That's way too big.
just an idea.
Hmm. You want to bristle your ship with weaponry, but a lot of the weaponry is just too dang big. Well, that's not too dang big. What's that? Oh, that's an assault cannon turret. That's an auto cannon turret. That's actually not bad. Oh, look at that thing. Oh. Hmm.
Where'd you put a turret at?
I haven't put one on yet. But your little spacer up
Oh,
there,
okay.
your little spacer has given me an idea. I just don't know how to implement it. Ah, that's annoying. course, I might can make that work. Let me test something else out here. I want to see how big one certain block here is. Oh, that's way too big.
You know, you could do a converter instead of a spacer and just plumb it into the bottom port right here.
Yeah. I could do
That
that.
way, if you could have your top or whatever. But yeah.
It'll mess with that one aesthetic you got going on. I'll figure something else out. Oh, wait. I just found a connection board I could probably use.
Talking about something like this.
Oh, that would be terrifying. Why can't I place that? Oh, it's because the railgun's in the way.
Yeah, that's a 7x7
Yeah.
hitbox.
Oh.
The other one's a 5x5. The autocannon one is a 5x5.
Why does these guns have to be so big? Why can't the turrets be smaller?
Sun's out, guns out.
Well, you got guns out, that's for sure. Let me see something
No,
here.
I just thought you were looking for something like that, and I was like, kind of cool.
That's going to interfere with the... Yeah, I can't put one here because that's going to interfere with the ability to put wings and stuff on there. And it might interfere with a couple of thrusters because I'm not going to be able to put a thruster on one end. Oh, well, I'll figure this thing out later, folks.
Catch you later, Brad. I'm
Probably.
gonna go get some to eat.
Yeah. I think I've got to head out anyway. Yeah, oh, that's just a perfect look of the bounty right down there. Take off all this extra stuff. So yeah, doing a new fighter. I actually have a photo of what I'm trying to do. I'll put it up on the Discord if you guys want to go take a look at it. If you haven't seen what I'm looking at or what I'm trying to do, I'll put that in the Discord. You guys can check that out. You can see at least the direction I'm planning on going with it, at least wing wise. I want this thing to look like some kind of vulture pirate thing coming at you. It's because the way the bounty is looking, I'm wanting to do more of an aesthetic in that direction. So I want the ships, trying to get them look good. We got the saber, looks really good. Just a small dagger-like interceptor. This thing here is it's going to have two twin guns to shoot at a target with, but it's also going to have its main assault cannon so that when it comes in, it's going to be able to do double duty. It's going to be able to harass smaller ships and hammer bigger ships with its main guns. So we'll be able to put some guns down there and really hurt something with it. And it's going to be like a double duty, bring in some smaller, not some crazy long range weapons. We'll just bring in like some really short range player made missiles. We just turn them on, they lock on and just zip right into the target at high speed and just smash into it. They'll probably have they'll probably like some limited range, probably 4x3 missiles, as thin as I can make them with as much armor as possible. But once turned loose, they'll just run right in there and just smash something before it has a chance to do anything. Anyway, folks, hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Had more viewers today than we normally do. So right on, you guys, right on. More people are coming to the channel. It's confirmed some suspicions I got. I think but viewership went down, and my suspicion was it's all the crazy election stuff that's happening. Everybody's watching that, and I think that's what's happening. It's starting to cool down over there, so everything's working. Otherwise, I was sitting there going, man, I'm gonna have to. While I was doing that, I was coming up with some crazy ideas for the channel, and a couple of them I might implement. I've got one I'm going to implement that I'm already ready to implement. It has been working out very well, and it's something the entire community has been asking a lot of. Y'all been asking Jack about it. Y'all been asking Aaron from Last Stand Gamers and Xylo for something like this. It's not in Space Engineers, but you guys might like it because I'm right now in the testing phases of this to see how it works. Anyway, Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, I am Badger Wild saying stay safe, stay frosty. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.